What's up again, guys? Brian here at 3TR, and welcome to another episode of People's Questions, episode 56. I am only maybe 4 or 5 episodes away from making a major milestone in terms of People's Questions episodes, but I'll tell you what it is probably later on in the year. First, I'd like to congratulate the winner to last Friday's contest question winners, and they were Boneless Chicken 69er, and I couldn't pronounce your last name, so I'll just call you Zook Z. And you both got the questions right as for what did the boss value treasure most, and what is my favorite protagonist in a movie, which is the Terminator in Terminator 2, and the boss treasured loyalty. So congratulations to you guys. I've sent you guys this card, so you're only 2 questions away from going to the contest championship. So good luck on that. And to get started, I'll start off with one of our contest winners' questions. Zook Z, sorry. And you've wanted to know, why did I consider on getting an Xbox 720? I thought about getting an Xbox 720 because I thought it would be a good departure from stepping out of, my traditional PlayStation fanboyism. I believe that if I did get an Xbox, perhaps it would widen my audience, so I'm not just strictly a PlayStation person. I can not just review PlayStation games, I can review multiple games from multiple systems, make me a much more open-minded gamer. But unfortunately, from what I've heard on the Xbox 20, it looks like it is going to be going in the trash in more ways than one, so chances are I will not be getting a 720, and for this gen, I'll stick with my PlayStation 4 when it gets here. The next 2 questions come from Criticism Guy 2009, and you want to know, what are my thoughts on the prototype PlayStation 4 controller? I like it. I like that they've kind of kept the same design. It just looks a little bulkier. They've added the share button, which if you saw the press conference, you know what that's going to do. That's going to be very essential to the future of 3TR. I will make sure of that. So I'm happy that they're keeping it the same, because this is the same controller that most of us have been using since PlayStation 1, so to keep it familiar instead of changing it is always a good thing for me. And your next question was, do I think that Bruce Willis is getting too old to be doing movies? No, I don't think he's too old. I mean, he did just kind of, in my opinion, drop the ball in terms of, A Good Day to Die Hard, but I still think he's got some good movies in him. A lot of older actors try to keep up with the younger crowd, but if you really think about it, we really don't have any major action, just solidified major action stars for this generation, and the only one that I can think of is maybe Jason Statham, but he's in no way, shape, or form in the same league as like Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, or Sylvester Stallone. He still has a ways to go, but no, I think he's still got some good movies. I'm still hoping he will give us one more good Die Hard movie. The next question comes from SuperBry99, and you want to know, what are my thoughts on Metal Gear Solid Rising? Well, guys, I'm just letting you know, I am still playing Metal Gear Solid Rising, and my limited edition collector's guidebook just arrived today, and surprisingly, I only had to pay 58 cents to get this one. Now you're probably wondering how I pulled that one off. Well, that's because I'm awesome, so, yeah. It's going alright so far. I'm maybe 2 levels away from actually beating it, and when I do, I'll definitely put up my review. However, I will say, from what I've played of it so far, I really wouldn't want to play a game like this for Metal Gear for a while now, and I'll go in depth as for more in my review of it. The next final 3 questions come from TequilcoMan91, and you want to know, what are my thoughts on Bang being an Injustice? I'm absolutely pumped up for it. If you saw my Injustice top 10 characters list, he was my number 1. And it seems like maybe NetherRealm saw my video and started adding a lot of my characters, because I think that more than 50% of my list has actually been added to the games. The only one that I know for a fact will not be in the game is Martian Manhunter, but there's still room for I think the last 3 or 4 characters to be put in that game, and if that happens, then there's no question that they saw my video and were listening to me personally. So that'll make me feel good. The next question is my thoughts on a Mummy reboot and a Spawn reboot. I'm open for a Mummy reboot. I actually like the Mummy movies. 1 and 2 in particular. 3 is kind of okay, and the Scorpion King, that's another story all in. It's, that's another story for another video. But yeah, I'm definitely open for a Mummy reboot that takes place in the modern time. And as for Spawn, we need another Spawn movie. I know that there were some people who didn't like the original Spawn movie, but I think that Spawn is a very underrated character. He definitely has much better, interesting storylines than I would say some most modern day mainstream heroes like Thor or Iron Man. So I'm open for both of those ideas. And your last character was, what gaming channels do I watch? I try to stick with the usual, like, you know, IGN, Game Trailers, GameSpot, Giant Bomb, just to name a few. I mean, there's some YouTube ones, and there was one particular channel which, and a very heavyweight inspired 3TR, but that's another video for another time, just like a couple other videos. So those are just a couple of the few ones that I do watch and follow. And so I'd like to first off thank all you guys for sending me your questions. You guys are awesome. And now to get into this week's contest question. It's a bit simpler, and I'm going to leave maybe one or two hints over time for this particular question, but I simply want you guys to guess, what is the most disappointing video game I've ever played? Now, the question is most disappointing, not worse. So, if you think you know the answer, please comment it down below, and if you get it right, you'll have your choice of an Xbox or PlayStation Network gift card. And if you like this channel and this video, please like, comment down below, and please subscribe to check for me in my future movie, video game, and people's questions videos. And like always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.